Yo, what's going on, guys? Matthew V. Haynes here, aka the Clockmaster. Right now we're going to be talking about the Batman rewrite situation. What's going on with that? So you guys probably already heard by now, it's been out for about at least a day or 2 days. I'm like really late on this news bringing it to you guys, but you guys probably heard that is a rumor going around that the Batman script and everything, this whole screenplay will be rewritten from scratch, from the ground all the way up. Alright guys, don't forget, before I get into my thoughts and predictions on the DCEU and what's going on with this story, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I do a lot of videos similar to this, movie news, updates, trailer reactions, movie reviews, and stuff like that. So if you're interested, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also, really quickly, those of you guys who were on the live stream yesterday, I live streamed for the first time on my mobile cellular device, on my cell phone. They finally made the feature available for people under 10k subs, so I was able to live stream to you guys yesterday, and those of you guys who were chatting with, I got to talk to some of you guys yesterday, man. That was really fun. I had a great time talking to you guys, man. So I'm going to be doing that more often. All right, so let's get into what's going on with this situation. So yes, it was reported that the Batman stuff is being rewritten. Is that a good choice though? Will that affect the Batman in any type of way? I mean, is it a good decision? What's going on? So here's my thing about this whole situation with the Batman being rewritten. First of all, that throws out a lot of theories that, with Deathstroke being in, or that, this whole Deathstroke storyline, that can be completely out of the water. Keep that in mind. Another thing too to also keep in mind is that Ben Affleck and Geoff Johns originally wrote the original script, and like I said, we still don't know for fact if this is completely being rewritten or not. So you can also throw out a 2018 release date, because Matt Reeves who's also directing War of the Planet of the Apes, won't even meet with the cast until July. He won't even have time to meet with the cast until July of this year, and because he's wrapping up, he's still scheduled to finish stuff with War of the Planet of the Apes until June, I believe I was reading. So he won't even have time to get anything involved with the Batman until July of this year to meet with the cast and go over certain things, because Matt Reeves is probably most likely going to want to do things his way, obviously, and try to get his version of Batman out there, just like how Jenkins is working on Wonder Woman, and they're trying to, and Wan is working on Aquaman. They're trying to get their own version of these characters out there. When I have a more bigger concern for the DCEU, at least something that I think could be a concern later on in this video. Not too long, I'll talk about it. But he won't even get time to meet with them until July. So, and production is supposed to be starting somewhere in 2018. I don't know how early it's going to start or later. So I guess either a 2019 release date or 2020 the latest. And they supposedly had to push back Justice League 2. Now, the reason I bring that up is because the reason why I think this is all a concern is because we have all of these movies coming out. And while I love the DCEU and while I love the movies regardless, my concern is the lack of preparation, the lack of having a strategic order for when your movie is supposed to come out and how they flow in the same universe. While all of these movies are supposed to exist in the same universe, they don't feel like they do. Each of them feels like a standalone film, even though somehow they're supposed to connect with each other, which is what they tried doing with Man of Steel and Batman vs. Superman. They tried to connect the two together. They tried it, but in Batman vs. Superman, while I enjoyed a lot of the elements of that movie, some things didn't. It felt like a completely new film. While they, Suicide Squad, they tried connecting it as well, having Ben Affleck show up as well as having Batman show up with Harley Quinn and the Joker, trying to have this connection to try to build up a story, but I never felt as though they were really connected in the same universe. That is the issue that I've been having with DC, with the DCU, and I'm just being honest, guys. You got to be honest, man. If you're a DC fanboy, I always say this on my videos, I don't consider myself a DC fanboy or a Marvel fanboy. I love both franchises equally, but what I love about Marvel, and you have to be honest with this, even if you're a DC fanboy, you have to admit that this is true. You have to admit that this is true, because if you're not, you're just being completely blind and being ignorant about the situation. You gotta admit that this is true. The truth about it is that the MCU was strategically planned since before Iron Man, Infinity War, Black Panther, Captain Marvel, all of these movies that didn't even come out yet. Spider-Man Homecoming, okay? Inhumans, even though it's not really, it was originally supposed to be part of the MCU, but then they made it a television. Either way, all of these movies, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, they're even talking about a third one already, James Gunn. Everything was planned since Iron Man 1, since before Iron Man, the first Iron Man. All of these movies were planned to exist in the same universe and to somehow feel as though it's a continuation of the last film, even though it's separate from each of the other ones, because we know Avengers is one group, all the superheroes in one. We have Avengers Age of Ultron as our group of one, but then you have the movies like Iron Man 3, which is my least favorite Iron Man movie, to be honest with you. And then you have Captain America Civil War. It's sort of like a continuation of what happened in Age of Ultron. They brought up certain events from Age of Ultron and Thor and all those other events to connect with each other. Even in Doctor Strange, they had certain elements that connected him with all the other films. So you need to have, and that's the problem that DC has right now. There is no indication that all of these films somehow will, work in the same universe, even though they're supposed to exist in the same universe. They all feel different, but they don't have that planning, and that's my concern with all these movies just being announced. Okay, a Nightwing movie in the mix, and while I'm excited for all of them, how is DC and Warner Brothers going to use those films and try to make them actually work together, where they build off of each other, where they continue off of each other? It's a difference between using a line to reference the last movie, and then there's a difference between actually using elements from that last movie and continuing it, and then adding extra stuff to make it a whole new movie. There's a big difference, and that's one thing that Marvel does really well. Look, I'm saying this again, I love the DCEU, I love Marvel, but you have to admit that is the facts of the situation, that the MCU has been better at planning their future releases than the DCEU. If I'm lying, hit that dislike button if I'm lying. Trust me, hit that dislike button if I'm lying, because you gotta admit it, man. So that is my problem with this. So yes, to answer the question of the title, is it a good thing that the Batman is being rewritten? Yes. I think it's a perfect idea. I think it's the greatest thing they have ever thought of. Even if it's really going to happen, they need to rewrite it. Because initially I felt that Ben Affleck and Geoff Johns and everyone else just rushed into this situation of just trying to get this story down. They said everyone was satisfied with the screenplay, but it doesn't necessarily mean the screenplay was good. It doesn't mean it was really good. And I trust Matt Reeves, and I trust, because he's a good storyteller, he's a good director, he knows what he's doing. I trust him. So for him, yes, take some time off. I don't care if it comes out in 2030, okay? I don't care if it comes out in 2045. Take your time and develop a good story to tell your fans. Take your time and develop a perfect story that is well written. The act also is, especially with action sequences, that is not cluttered. This is why I love the Wonder Woman trailer so far. The last one, the origin trailer. That's why I love it so much, man. I did a breakdown on it. If you haven't seen it as yet, check it out. I love it because the action was not cluttered, and it was nice, and it was seamless, and you can see the evolution and the promise as to what could happen with the DCEU. So they need to really work on these things. Think about these things, man. Please don't rush to Suicide Squad 2, because have a plan. Give fans a layout of what to expect in the order, because you see, like I said, the MCU tells a story with every movie. Every single movie will connect you to the next one that is about to come out, the one you're watching. Okay? That's what fans love the most. They can go into Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 knowing that it's going to somehow connect to Infinity War. We all know that. DC, you need to do something like that. You need to make your world feel as it's actually in the same world. You need to do that. I can go rant on this. I think this turned more into a ranting video than it is an update video. I think it's more of a ranting video now. But I can go on and on about it, man. So, come on. Please. I love you, DC. I love you, Warner Brothers, man. Get your act together, please. Matt Reeves is going to do his thing. I think they're going to do a great job with the Batman now that they're going to spend more time on it, and that Matt Reeves, I actually like the fact that it's going to be delayed, because like I said, it gives them time to write a good story. It needs to be killer. it needs to be great. I don't want a 2-hour long movie of this long buildup that you're expecting it to happen and it doesn't happen. Or the problem, I want a story that gets straight to the point. It does, you know, it tells each specific part of that story in the right way, and then the action sequences and everything is executed in a perfect, seamless manner. Okay? I think that is the right thing to do if they're rewriting it. I can't say that enough. Anyways, guys, what are your thoughts on what's going on with the Batman and this whole rewrite situation? What are your predictions? Let me know in the comment section down below, man. I can't believe this turned into a ranting video. Let me know in the comment section down below. Like I said, subscribe if you are new for more videos kind of like this, movie reviews, trailer reactions, and stuff like that, man. Thank you for taking the time out to watch this one. Don't forget to ring the notification bell on your way out. Clockmaster out.